Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here with
Brad.
and the critters, and we're going to adjust this. Do not adjust your television screen. Remember those old days? They'd come on with a testing thing and they would say, do not adjust your television. This is a testing. Beep! Remember that? Remember, it would get certain time of night and TV would go,
Midnight.
yeah,
usually.
all the channels, and you get that test pattern.
Yep.
There, see, we do that. That off. Okay, so it is January 28th, 2021. It is Thursday at 4:44 p.m. It is currently 36 degrees, feels like 28. The high day will be 37. The low tonight will be 22. Partially cloudy. Let's see. We got snow overnight. I say about good 4 inches, and it was a heavy snow.
Yeah.
But it's what they call a polite snow, which means it's going to melt. So humidity's at 63%. Wind is 12 miles per hour. It's gusty at northwest. Sunrise was at 7:14. Sunset will be at 5:35. And tomorrow will be sunny. With a high only, though, of 40 and a low of 21.
It's going to get chilly tonight.
As we were leaving today to go to the doctor's office, I'm trying to clear the pathway so Mr. Heidi doesn't go stumble with his walker. And I take the broom out there because, see, we don't have snow shovel. Whoa! Geez, Charlie. We don't have a snow shovel. So I'm taking the broom. Now, mind you, I am going to be contacting Amazon. I am not happy. The broom is not very old. And it snapped in half. The upper half hit me in the jaw, which I don't even feel any swelling now, but man, it is smart. And then, over half our sidewalk is all, underwater. I mean, I think the small children, if it was warmer out, would be outside playing in it, in like a swimming pool.
It's a little chilly for kids.
I said if it was warmer out.
Okay.
Yes. If it was warmer out.
Jamie.
Hi, Kitty Cat. Come on, you want to come over here and say hi to everybody? Okay. Nobody wants to see me now?
She is the evil one.
She has been on a tear. You would think the older she gets, she'd mellow out some.
No, she is evil.
Not at all, huh, Angel Bangel? You're just knocking stuff over, running over Dad like he's a highway, spinning out on him, giving him the evil eye. She starts the evil eye about 4 o'clock every day, at least, because she wants to be fed. Not, mind you, she has a great big full dish of cat food, dry cat food, all to her own. But no, she wants her nightly supplement of the wet food too. She eats the dry food too. But, don't you, baby girl? I know. But you gotta mellow out a little bit, girlfriend. You're just being a holy terror.
Yes, she is.
So, oh, I love to cuddle my cat, though. I just want to come home and see my animals. Right, honey?
Right, baby.
So, today, I have a Scentsy box open here at the end. Today we had doctor appointments, or I did. They wouldn't see Brad because he had. If you have any of the symptoms that might fall into COVID, they won't see you. See, I lied. My teeth out. That gal, she asked him so fast too, and stuff. And I'm like, no. She did the temperature, bam. But Brad, he didn't know you were supposed to do that, so he had to reschedule. So,
Yes.
Love my new doctor. Super, super nice. Type that really listens to you. He thinks I do have congestive heart failure, and that it has gotten worse, and that's why I'm having so much trouble with the breathing, the edema, and uh, no energy, and feeling so tired. So, and plus I have a mitral valve prolapse, so I have to see a cardiologist, of course, and I have to see a nephrologist, of course, for the kidney disease. Kind of got nicely, gently chewed out for that because he said, it's stage 3, you can't just ignore it. It's like, I know. I like to ignore as much of this as I can and just try to lead a productive life because what upsets me on all of this, I had to cry already. Sorry, I'm not feeling weepy right now, because I know you guys all just enjoy those vlogs so much. But anyway, I cried when I got in the Jeep and was telling Brad. Had me a good cry, and then we got some tacos and it made stuff better. But, I forgot what I was going to say. And I know that, but I like to try and pretend it to be as healthy as possible because, I need to be here to help Brad. And so, that concerns me. But we'll get it straightened up. He will not talk about weight loss surgery until we get the kidneys and the cardiac and find out what's going on there. He gave me put me back on Advair for the inhaler for the asthma, which will really help. I like that. My body responds really well to that before. Diabetes is doing okay. We can check. Have to go back in 2 weeks for fasting draw, and then after that, go back in a week. The referral, the doctors for the kid, the cardiologist and the nephrologist will call. The referrals will call and tell me what they've set up. So got all that going. Super nice place. Really liked everybody. So that's what was going on there. It wasn't really the news I wanted to hear. It wasn't, and it was some news I was not expecting to hear. But he is Johnny on the spot on pointing out those medications and what they're for, and going, oh, you must have some cardiac issues with that amount of furosemide, and it's like, you know, it's a high dose. So, besides that, like I said, I had my cry, but everybody at the ages that we are and up are going to be told things that we don't want to hear. At some point in time. If you're lucky, maybe not now. Maybe you're just fighting like high cholesterol or something like that. I tell you what, if you smoke, and I'm not harping on you and I'm not judging, but I say for the love of God, if you smoke, seriously think about quitting. Because my grandmother had chronic heart failure. She smoked like a chimney. She smoked the Pall Mall unfiltered. And I have chronic heart failure. And I smoked for 28 years, off and on. And pretty heavy smoker, 3+ packs a day. And tell you what, I would give anything to be able to not have to worry about my breathing or how hard my heart is beating on certain days. So if you think, oh, it won't happen to you, keep thinking that. Why take a chance? Just, if you're just an occasional smoker or something, please just think about just laying those fuckers down because it's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. I watched both of my grandparents pass away from lung-related issues, and it is not something that you want to go through. It isn't. my sister-in-law been diagnosed with chronic heart failure, and I don't know if she's on full-time oxygen. I know she was on oxygen whenever she laid down, basically, and at night. And she's back smoking. And I'm not passing judgment, but for those of us that sit around and watch you deteriorate and watch you struggle to breathe, and I know there's lots of times with Brad when I smoked, and I used to disgust myself because I'm struggling to breathe, but I want to sit and finish that cigarette before I'll take a breathing treatment. And I used to think, how much sense are you making? And then my little grandchildren would, at that time they were little, would be sitting around. They were watching me struggle to breathe. And my little granddaughter at that time, she was just learning about, she was just going through the DARE program and learning about that. And she begged me and begged me. And then my husband was coming home and he was having so much trouble breathing at home. And I was really concerned, and he was having an asthma attack. And he said, well, it's only really when I'm home. And I knew exactly. He never said a word, and he never chastised me or anything, but I knew what it was. It was me smoking. Because at work, they didn't smoke around, in a building. And that got me to quit right there. I promised my granddaughter I would never smoke again, and I never did. And that's been well over 7 years ago. But I sure wish I never had, guys. I sure wish I never had. And I exercised like crazy. I thought, well, if I can exercise, then, Well, okay, I exercised. I quit smoking. I dropped a bunch of weight. I exercised like crazy. And then I started smoking again. You know, I sure wish that I hadn't, you know. So, all of you that think, oh, well, it's just calming your nerves and it's just this and that, you know, go visit anybody that has lung cancer, emphysema, chronic heart failure, so many other things, Said, I'm not against tobacco like my husband chews. But what he does not affect anybody else around him. And he's not having any problem because of it. And I never would get on him about it because he never got on me about the smoking. Heck, he used to sit there every night after work and we had a cigarette machine and he would roll my cigarette just because he loves me. But I wished I would have never started smoking. I started smoking, both my parents smoked. My grandparents smoked. I thought that was almost like coming the rite of passage. And wasn't I cool at high school because, we could smoke on the school grounds. So, I used to go out before class and sometimes we'd go in between class and have part of a cigarette and aren't I cool? Yeah. So.
But, as much as you kick your ass for smoking,
I'm kicking my
I am so very proud of you that you quit smoking and you never looked back.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's been a couple of times that I thought, oh, wow, that sounds good. And I'm like, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
So anyway, like I said, I'm not passing judgment if you smoke. I'm just saying, take notice. Start taking notice of people around you and seeing how many people, in your family history. Because, like I said, I have a big family history on both sides of my family, of a lot of lung problems. So, anyway, I got a Scentsy box. And any day you get a Scentsy box, it's a good box. I got this right as we were leaving, so Brad just slid it inside the door. you know, after I'm getting slapped upside the head by the broom, you know. I think I'm doing it. Yeah.
Do it
See,
upside
I'm
down.
doing it. Says this side up. It's a small Scentsy box. It's a small Scentsy. Well, I know I ordered some more wax bars. I'm anxious to see because I know one is got some eucalyptus. My friend Leanne ordered this scent and she was all sniffering it on here, and then I'm like, ooh. So this is what it looks like. As of always, they always do a nice job packing. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I did order a little bit different. I ordered something for the dryer. Paper. More paper. Okay, let's look. This is something new that I have not experienced before. They're called dryer discs. They look like this. And this is blue raspberry vanilla. Let's see, add dryer disc on top of the clothes at the start of the drying cycle. Dryer disc may be reused for multiple loads. Replace the dryer disc when no longer sends clothes. So I can't remember. I think it said something like about, let's see, there's 2 discs in here that it was like you could use it at least 7, 8 times. So, oh, this is what they look like. There's 2 in here. Can't smell anything through the plastic.
Match.
Nothing. I got the black raspberry vanilla. I didn't want to get anything that I didn't think Brad would enjoy as well, because, you know. Ooh, that smells really good. You guys ready? Whiff! Whiff! You can laugh. Whiff! Now you whiff. Here. Oh, look. Okay, wait. See, no, okay, they can't quite see. Here's the grabber of death. This is how Brad does everything these days. Okay, and then I got the 6 bundle set again. This is the Just Breathe that Leanne was going on about. And ooh, that does smell nice. Eucalyptus, but it's almost, I don't know, it's got almost a little bit of a woodsy smell to it. Ooh, it's nice. Oh, I gotta whiff them. You guys ready? Whiff! 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 We're doing our cardio. That's really nice. You want to put some in your thing because you have a cold. Okay? Ooh, ow! So I got 2 of those because I figured we'd take one in the bedroom. Smell it. I think you'll like that scent even better. It's got kind of almost a woodsy smell with it, with the uke. What do you smell?
Well, almost maybe the eucalyptus and maybe a mint and a citrus.
Yeah, okay, like a lemongrass or something, I'm thinking.
Yep.
Okay, because I thought I was smelling a little hint of some kind of a citrusy, too.
Yeah.
It's really nice. It's really a nice. Okay, now the Italian is coming out in me.
Wow.
Hey, if I can turn around a bad day, every day's a good day, as long as you're above ground,
Yep.
as my husband says.
Yep.
This is vanilla mint. That's nice. For a change, is more vanilla than mint, because you know mint usually will overpower. So whiff, whiff, whiff. I could see maybe some little kid though getting real excited, probably up there.
Leaning up toward the.
You ready?
Well, yes. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to invent a smell-o-vision.
There you go. This is called Jammy Time. And so I was kind of curious on what. Like a hint of lavender. Lavender and I don't know, something that makes me sleepy. Just because I know it's called Jammy
Cyanide.
Time. Stop it, Brad Heidi. Okay, you ready, ladies and men? Whiff! 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 Have all the children gather around there and whiff, okay? Maybe the Jammy Time, maybe they'll all go to sleep for you. Ready?
Careful.
This is Cozy Fireside. What do you think? Lavender and what? Easy there.
Love you.
You don't like it?
I don't.
That one you don't?
Yeah.
Well, you're a guy.
Glad you noticed.
I smell cinnamon. Cinnamon bark. On the Cozy Fireside. That's what I smell. Cinnamon bark. Whiff. You start shielding yourself. Whiff.
Yeah. I don't want.
Whiff. Brad's over here shielding himself like.
I know.
Ready?
Yeah. Ow!
And this one is called Welcome Home. Welcome Home.
Welcome.
Ooh. Oh. Oh, yeah. This is like some baked goods. Ooh. Some baked good, like some kind of fruit baked good, like almost like a cherry pie with a little cinnamon.
What's it called?
Welcome home. I'd go home to that. See, I can't eat bakery goods, so I can sniff them. And they seem to object to me going through the bakery case and like in the bakery and opening up all the cases and sniffing them. So I have to do this now. Ready? Everybody ready? Get your sniffers. Ready? So we'll wait. Because, one in the back blowing their nose again. Ooh, that must have been a good one. Okay, ready? Swift.
Swift.
Swift. Whiff. Whiff. Now you know why I named my group Whiffin' Delights. That's very nice. Are you ready, Brad?
Careful.
Okay, I'm going to throw this at you now.
Ow.
Oh, sorry, honey. I wish I had some laundry to dry. Do I? No, I don't. I did it all. Dang it. So anyway, that's my Scentsy thingy. Doohickey. So that's what we got going on. Do you have anything to talk about, sir? Even though we had a few tacos from Taco Bell, but I'm still making tacos tonight because I like me some tacos, okay? I like me some tacos. And I'm going to eat me some sugar-free popsicles because,
Yeah, it's a fruit and cinnamon. I like that. And I just burn my tongue.
I have these candles I made, okay? And I used a wooden wick. Because if you use a wooden wick, and you can get wooden wicks, a lot of different places. I happen to buy these off of Amazon, and they come with a little candles tab for your wick. I really like them because they stand up so nice and straight, first off, right? But they're really nice when you light them because they make this crackling sound. So Brad has one over there, and he lit it, and he keeps draping his arm. That arm has no hair left on it. It is baby smooth. Right, honey?
Yep.
And now he's putting some of the eucalyptus in there. I don't know why that man didn't lie and say he was fine. You don't, if you're going to the doctor nowadays, you never say you're sick.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I just,
What, did you even get past first couple of questions before they turned you away?
as soon as I said that I had headaches because of sinus congestion, then the one lady looked at the other lady, and then she took off, and
You're lucky they didn't start a red, like, hitting sirens and...
well, it's that little thingy she was using. She was blipping that sucker all around my face.
Did you have a temp?
I don't know.
You have to lie.
Okay.
I just, yeah.
So next
I'm
time
sorry.
I go in, I'm feeling flippin' wonderful,
Fuck.
right?
Yes. Flippin' wonderful.
Flippin' wonderful.
You just, yes. And then as soon as you get past all the security checks, you can drag your butt into the office.
Yeah.
Okay?
Exactly.
And I love how the waste killed, though, in the middle of the dang, you go in back where all the nurses does central location, the waste killed right there.
Yep.
It's not even tucked in a corner.
Yep.
So, like, great. So anyway, that's what's going on in our life. So, but I am determined because my grandmother was diagnosed. How many years had we been married when my grandma passed away?
Didn't she pass away about 2008?
I think.
So 20 years.
So, and she did not take care of herself at all. She didn't follow any doctor's advice or anything. And yes, I know I have diabetes on top of that, and I have kidney disease also, which she did not have, and she did not fight infections like I always have. But I'm really, 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 really resilient and strong-willed. And Brad seen me like just about jump up out of a hospital bed because I want to go home. I will do whatever you tell me if I'm in the hospital after surgery or anything to get out of there. And then I will deflate when I get home. Because I figure I can really recuperate at home. But I will act like I am not in any pain. I'm great. I'm doing cartwheels down the hall. Lippity dippity doo dah. And then as soon as I get home, right, hun?
Yep.
Let me tell you a quick story. Okay. This can be a little longer.
Is this the quick story about when you snuck out?
No, okay, I'll tell my story. You just sit there and listen to it now, buddy.
Okay.
Sit there. I'm giving you the look. Anyway. Bradley, this is my youngest daughter had not even graduated high school. It was her senior year. We went to Orlando to visit her sister. Her sister was doing an internship through the college there at Disney World. So we all went down to visit her. I started to not feel well at all on this trip. We ended up having to get a wheelchair to push me around the park in and stuff because I just couldn't do all that walking. Started to have a lot of breast pain in my right breast on that vacation. I remember, like at night, taking off my bra and just, you know how when you have almost a compression garment on and then you take it off and then the pain. So I tried to ignore it. A couple weeks later, discovered a great big lump, showed my husband, oh yeah. So went to see the doctor, and I put it off about a month more, and then my husband was unrelenting. He gets something in his mind, and let me tell you. Anyway, so go see the doctor. Yeah, refers me to a surgeon. Yeah, that'd be Mr. Todd if we called him. And said do a lumpectomy. They thought it was breast cancer. They didn't want to wait, so this happened to be when my daughter graduated. In between this time, I finally get out of her that she's pregnant. So like so many millions of young ladies. So, we're doing what we can to help her and getting ready for the first grandchild. He ends up doing a lumpectomy the day she graduates. Wouldn't put it off, reschedule it, anything. I went in there terrified. I didn't know if I was going to wake up with one less breast or not. Because if they saw that it was definite cancer, they were going to go ahead and do that and opened me up, and it was just an infection and walled itself off. It was a staph infection. End up fighting that. I think I already told you guys the story about how the doctor ended up opening me back up a few days later in his office with my husband assisting. And this is way before the days of COVID. And I couldn't believe he was opening me back up. I had gone to the infectious disease doctor because, when you have an infection that bad, that's who they refer you to. And I told him, I think it's infected. He said, why do you think that? And I said, because there's a discharge from the incision. He looked, oh, yeah. And he said, get ready to be very busy. Sent me over to the surgeon's office. Surgeon, they get me right in. Should have known then. And then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, got to reopen you. I think he means put me back in the hospital, knock me out. No, right there, right? Start taking out the sutures. Was it sutures or staples, honey? I can't remember. I think it was sutures.
It was sutures.
He started doing that. I don't even know if the nurse was in the room.
No, I was.
Yeah, because he had Brad assisting him. I don't know what you were doing. I think you were handing him gauze or something.
I was handing him gauze and handing him tools.
Did you even have gloves on?
No.
Yeah, see, they're doing, and I'm like, really? You're doing this, no numbing or anything. My husband is assisting you. I don't know if I'd let you two bake a cake together. No offense, honey.
We did okay.
Yeah, and then he asked me how I was doing, and I said, fucking wonderful. Because, there was no pain meds or nothing. Kind of hurt. Kind of. Because he's opening me up, draining all this infection again, with the gauze and stuff. Stuffing me with cotton. They leave it open, or gauze, medicated gauze. Leave it open, then refer me to, I'm now going to have a home health care nurse come in a few times a week and IV antibiotics. Oh, no, I had to go to the hospital next, get a PICC line put in, then I had the IV pulling the whole thing. I used to just wheel that through the house, sometimes even outside, because, it was nice out, it was summertime and stuff, but I ended up getting sick. My daughter had to call the ambulance. I spent a while in the hospital. My PICC line had gotten infected. That could have killed me.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I fought a lot of infections all through my life. Bladder infections, kidney infections growing up, a lot of infections, lung and kidney wise, and breast. I'm tired of fighting infections, and I'm not whining or crying, even though it sounds like it, because I know a lot of people have a lot worse. Speaking of that, Brad's having a good pain day, which is really nice. But I would like to say, please keep my friend Kathy in your prayers. I'm not going to go into what's going on, but it's just a lot of health stuff going on for her and her family, and they sure could use your prayers. And anybody else that needs it, I know my friend Val, she's got a family member that gotten some bad news, and my friend Wendy here in North Carolina, she could use your prayers a lot. She's going to be starting some chemo. And anybody else that needs prayers, I say please pray for them. Pray for us. Pray for us all. Pray for all of us with COVID. The really nice nurse asked me if I wanted my flu shot, and I said yes. I said, give me every shot you can. Because I just don't want to get anything more. Give me every shot you can. So, but I'm going to beat this, whatever it is. I'm going to make, whatever changes. I guess now I know why I'm so tired and I haven't. It's like I beat myself up so bad about why haven't I gotten this done and that done and stuff. Because, and that's why. That's why we're not getting this house together faster. Is,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think if they do diagnose me with, um, with the congestive heart failure and stuff, I probably will go ahead and file for disability because we're probably going to have to be able to, in future, hire some help with some things. So, that would help with that. So, anything else, hon?
Nope, I think you covered it all.
But everybody keep smiling, and, together we'll all work through this. If you're having a bad day, reach out and talk to somebody. You never know if the person sitting next to you might become your new best friend. Right, honey?
Yep. Well, and also, okay, you're having a bad day and you start talking to somebody, but who knows that somebody you talk to, maybe they were having an even worse day, and you guys buoy each other up.
If you don't talk to anybody, you don't realize and you don't have a chance even to talk about something else. Because like that, I had my cry. I think Brad wanted to laugh because I had my cry, and then I was like, let's go get something to eat. And then he's like, where you want to go? And it's like, I just want some tacos. He wanted to kind of laugh, didn't you?
I did.
But he didn't.
But I was good. That was very good.
I just want some tacos. Tacos will fix everything. Hey, what are you going to do? You got to laugh about it.
One thing, though, let me point out is we have to look at how we've changed, because a year ago, it wouldn't have been tacos, it would have been donuts or a milkshake.
I haven't had donuts since before I went in the hospital, so yeah. I want donuts, but then I remember how much fun ICU was.
Yeah.
And then I decided I don't want them, that I would have sugar-free popsicles. Well, I'll just do some whipping. Whipping. So anyway, I love you guys. I do cherish your friendship so very much. Thank you for being here with us, because, like, Brad can be quite the handful at times.
No.
Yeah, he can be quite the handful at times.
Sweet and innocent.
Because then I'm trying to figure out where he is, because, I got to keep an eye on the boy. When he's out in the general public and stuff, because we were running a little behind. It was only 10 minutes till my appointment. We were supposed to be there a half hour early and stuff, but, it took a little bit longer getting him down the stairs and
through the pond.
Through the ponds, and then just traveling and stuff. He didn't turn when he was supposed to turn, and yeah. But we got there, and they were nice, and no problem or anything, and I'm pretty fast at filling out the paperwork, so you get used to it after a while, don't you? But nobody can really afford to work if you're sick or anything, because like that, they're like, oh, we'll have the referral people call you. I'm like, well, what if I had a job or couldn't just drop everything to come in and do more tests? Get ready, because he said I'm going to have a lot of tests.
Okay. Sounds good. We'll get you.
I don't want to do any more tests. Not even ones you could study for to pass. You know what? What?
Nothing.
Don't smile at me. I'll pull your hair. He had the most horrible one more, I gotta tell you guys one more thing, okay? He had the most horrible hairstyle ever going. Good, that's probably why they wouldn't see you. He didn't get all of his hair in a ponytail, and he tried twice. And then, the fool wants me to do his hair. I'm not doing my own hair, but he wants me to do his hair before he goes. I'm not doing your hair. I'm not doing your hair before I go. If you want long hair, you have to ponytail it. But you might want to get the sides of it. Because he looks like you are Jewish, and his hair kind of curls, and if you mess with it enough, it starts twirling like this. But if you're going to ponytail it, you need to do it correctly, sir. Yes. Should we pull your hair? Yes.
Nope.
Now, Charlie was so happy you were coming in the house. He stands at the door and just his butt just a wiggling, and he barking at his dad, waiting for his dad to get in the house. And then you'll say his name and he really starts going. So, anyway, love you guys. Cherish your friendship. Think you're awesome. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.